The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball, streaming online on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel and Facebook page. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Mustang Baseball. Welcome to the regular season finale of this 2026 season, as the Davis County Mustangs will finish off the regular campaign with a matchup once again with the Van Buren County Warriors. Pleasure to have you with us on the Atomo Radio Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Annie Argo. She has been our steadfast on-site producer this entire season, and we appreciate you joining us on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel or on the Atomo Radio Facebook page. Davis County has lost their last four, the last of which was a 2-0 setback last night against EBF, in which they had a lot of opportunities to put runs on the board in the first 3 innings. And then after that, it was pretty much nothing as EBF pitching shut down the Mustang bats. And 2 runs at the top of the 5th was all that EBF needed to beat Davis County and avoid getting swept by the Mustangs in the season series. So with the loss, Davis County drops to 13-15, and I misspoke earlier. They lost 5 in a row now. So they're looking to finish off or snap that 5-game losing streak, as well as be able to bring a little bit of mojo into the playoffs as well, which begins Friday here in Bloomfield. Let's take our first break and be back to tell you a little bit more about Davis County and where they stand this season thus far. You're watching Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited-time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, Hi, I'm Allison Engel with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. As another growing season gets underway, First Iowa State Bank is here to help area farmers tackle their 2026 ag needs with local decisions, personal service, and financing built around your operation. Whether you're planning for crop inputs, equipment, livestock, land, or operating expenses, our experienced ag lending team understands agriculture because we live it every day right here in Southeast Iowa. Stop in and talk with our ag lending team at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County just finished warm-ups. Now Van Buren County's out in the field warming up before this regular season finale. Actually, not a regular season finale for the Warriors. Van Buren County has one more game tomorrow before their playoffs start. But Davis County, this is their regular season finale. They'll be taking on Pella Christian on Friday after a day off tomorrow. But the Mustangs come into this ball game in search of offense. They have not scored in the last 12 innings, including that 2-0 shutout at the hands of EBF. The starting pitching continues to do well, though. Josh Settles pitched 6 in the third innings, allowing 2 runs on 7 hits. Did not walk a batter while striking out 8. And Dexter Scott got the final 2 outs in relief without allowing a hit. So the offense is not, I beg your pardon, the pitching has been better over the last week for Davis County. Defense committed 2 errors, so that needs to be cleaned up, but it's mainly the bats that have fallen asleep for the Mustangs. They scored just 2 runs 2 nights ago in Sheraton in a nightcap over against the Chargers, which they lost 3-2, and then 4 runs in the opener of that doubleheader. So it's one of those cases where Davis County's going to have to try to find some offense. Head coach Todd White has switched the lineup around, and we'll take a look on that after a little bit. This is a rematch of a game that these two teams played back on May 30th at the Davis County Classic that is played at the last Saturday of every May. Van Buren County always shows up for that tournament, and they played in the opener, and Davis County beat Van Buren County in 5 innings by a final score of 14-0. We'll see if a similar result is in store for the regular season finale when we return. We'll tell you a little bit more about Van Buren County when we come back, as the Warriors look to snap out of a slide themselves. They have lost 3 of their last 5. This is Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
When it comes to athletic performance, Danco in Centerville is the local go-to. They're your athletic performance specialist, helping school teams, athletic directors, coaches, parents, and athletes with top quality gear for sports and active lifestyles. Danco also makes team fundraising simple, handling the design, orders, shipping, and everything in between, so your organization can raise money without the headache. Like and follow Danco on Facebook and visit them on the Centerville Square.
Danco, work hard, play proud.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Van Buren County finishing up warm-ups and getting set to take on Davis County for the second time this season. Here on the Atomo Radio Sports Network, they check in with an 8-13 record. And they were last in action on Monday. They lost to Burlington Notre Dame 15-0. They have lost 3 of their last 5. Van Buren County has been up and down. When they have been up, they've scored runs in bunches. We'll talk about that more as the game continues. Getting the starting assignment as a freshman, Hunter Stevens will be on the mound to start things off for Van Buren County, and youth being served in this pitching matchup as opposing him will be the 8th grader Grant Husted. He has been very good on the mound for Davis County in his first year as a varsity player. We'll take another break and be back for the starting lineups as we get closer to the first pitch between Davis County and Van Buren County on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Janet's doing it, so's Fred, same with Omar, and Tim's been at it since February of last year. And guess what? They're all saving by doing so. That's because they're all using Drive Safe and Save from State Farm and saving 10% just by signing up, and then getting a 30% discount down the road. How about you? You ready to get at it and save? To start driving safe and saving in Iowa and Missouri, call me, Wes Ashelman, your Albia State Farm agent today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discounts may vary. Not available in California, Massachusetts, or Rhode Island.
Are you wanting a fence built but not sure who to call? Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield has lots of experience and can provide references from many happy customers. He can do everything from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield for a free estimate. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310. That's 641-208-6310. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs that he has done.
Why choose William Penn University? Where else can you find small class sizes and caring professors, along with over 25 athletic teams and multiple opportunities to thrive in our creative arts program, including music, theater, and graphic arts? There are over 40 student clubs and organizations, and students get hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities. Come experience the tradition and Oskaloosa's small-town charm. Submit your free application today.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
They are introducing the starting lineups right now as Davis County gets set to take on Van Buren County. Let's get to the starting lineups. Reed Kite leads things off. He's at shortstop. Creed Kite is at third base, batting second. Batting third and at second base is Kinnick Millard. Eli McKinney's in center field batting cleanup. Caden Simmons is the catcher. He bats fifth. Keegan Young's in right field. He bats sixth, batting seventh. And in left field is Nolan Harriman. Jackson Meek is at first base, batting eighth. And Parker Boley will be the designated hitter, batting for the pitcher, Hunter Stevens. Now for Davis County, Peyton Schooley leads things off at second base. Dexter Scott's at shortstop, batting second. Max Taylor is the catcher, batting third. Batting cleanup and at third base is Noah Sizemore. Hayden Bankston's at first base. He bats fifth. Batting sixth and getting a starting assignment on the mound is Grant Husted. Josh Settles is in left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth and in center field is Victor Milder. And batting ninth and in right field is Hudson Humphrey. We'll step away for the national anthem and be back for the first pitch between Van Buren County and Davis County coming up next on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Grant Husted on top of the bump for Davis County as he gets set to start off the regular season finale for the Mustangs. Husted has been fantastic this season as an 8th grader on the mound. A 3-1 record, ERA of 1.46. He's pitched 24 innings with 16 strikeouts and 7 walks. Opponents are batting just 163 versus the 8th grader. What you like about Husted, he throws strikes, doesn't strike a lot of guys out, relies on his defense behind him, and he's pitched 3 complete games this season thus far, including his last time out, a 2-1 win over Fort Madison a week ago, in which he allowed just 1 unearned run in his 7 innings of work. So there's a final toss to Max Taylor, who sends it to second base, and coming to the plate for Van Buren County is Reed Kite. Similarities between these two teams, both are very young. Kite is a freshman, and he's made a good impression on Van Buren County fans so far. .344 batting average coming into tonight's ball game. Husted's ready. He delivers the first pitch, a fastball that is taken for a strike. We're underway. First pitch thrown at 7:16. Final tune-up for Davis County before the postseason starts 2 days from now on Friday. That breaking ball is lifted in the air out to right, and reaching out and making the catch on a run is the second baseman, Peyton Schooley. So, first out. I've raved before about the range that Schooley has at second, and you saw it right there in play. That brings up Cree Kite. He's a sophomore, batting .296 this season. 5 doubles and 9 runs driven in. Cree, a bigger player than Reed Kite as he takes that pitch outside for ball 1. And a 1-0 pitch is fouled back, evening the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Game time temperature, 88 degrees, although it feels like it's 98, especially if you're sitting in the sun. That breaking ball is a bouncing ball foul, just wide of the third base foul line. That makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cree Kite. The wind has been dying down as the week has gone on. On Monday, it was a gale-like winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Yesterday, probably up to about 15, 16 miles an hour. Right now my phone says it's 9 miles an hour outside as that pitch is bounced to the plate for ball 2. Kite with a wide stance in the right-hander's box, and the right-hander Husted comes home with a break-even pitch, and that's lined out to left, and that goes past Settles as it rolls towards the left field wall, and Kite will stay at second with a 1-out double. It almost looked like Settles got a late jump on that ball and left. So Van Buren County, who did not score a run against Davis County in their meeting back on May 30th, have someone in scoring position here in the very first inning. Here's Kinnick Millard. He's a junior batting .254. That pitch is way upstairs for ball 1. Millard has 4 doubles, a triple, and 10 runs driven in. He's tied for the team lead with Reed Kite, who led off the ball game and popped out. And the 1-0 pitch is a fastball taken right down central. Husted nods and comes set. Pauses, kicks, deals. High. 2-1. Josh Settles is in left field for Davis County. Victor Milder is the center fielder. Hudson Humphrey is the right fielder. Two-1. Popped up, foul behind the plate. Taylor gives it a look, but it gets over the screen and crashes into the stands behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Noah Sizemore is at third base with Dexter Scott at shortstop. Peyton Schooley is the second baseman. Hayden Bankson is at first. And Max Taylor gets behind the plate in the squat and awaits the 2-2 pitch from Grant Husted. And here it comes. Millard took a late swing, but fouled that off almost to the same exact spot behind home plate. Kite leads off from second. Another 2-2 pitch coming to Millard. Fastball misses outside and the count is full. One thing we've noticed about Husted this season, he does not walk many batters. In his 24 innings, he's walked just 7. And there's a walk, a narrow miss, as he just missed the outside corner on the fastball, so Millard is aboard on the free pass. 2 on and 1 out, and the batter is Eli McKinney, the center fielder. McKinney, one of the handful of seniors on this squad. He's batting .298 with a double and 7 driven in. And there's a strike. Husted delivers, and that's fouled back towards us to make it 0-2. We're situated on the third base side, and with McKinney being a left-handed batter, he was tardy on that swing. So will Husted throw another fastball, or would he go off speed? It's another fastball, and he's swung on and missed. McKinney is the first strikeout victim of Husted. 2 outs in the inning, and that brings up Caden Simmons. Simmons, another senior. 104 batting average. 1 double, 7 runs driven in. Van Buren County has runners at first and second. 2 outs now in the inning, as Husted tries to wiggle out of this jam. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Both teams were shut out their last time out. Van Buren County lost 15-0 to Burlington Notre Dame on Monday. as that pitch is another strike at the belt to make it 0-2. Davis County, of course, lost 2-0 to EVF last night here in Bloomfield. Husted a strike away from ending the first and keeping the Warriors off the board and stranding a pair of runners. That's high and outside. A rare high pitch inning for Husted as well. This will be pitch number 21 for the 8th grader. Here it comes. There's a fly ball out to right. Coming in is Humphrey. He reaches over and makes the catch. On the run to end the inning. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 men left. Going to the bottom of the first. Van Buren County nothing. Davis County coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here at Davis County, Van Buren County threatened but stranded a couple of runners in the top of the first. And now the Mustangs will take their cuts against a freshman left-hander, Hunter Stevens. 6th start of the season for Stevens. He has a 1-4 record, ERA of 8.88. 17 in the third innings pitched. He struck out 10, walked 13. Opponents are batting .371 versus the freshman. So we are ready, as Peyton Schooley is at the plate. Schooley, a .343 hitter. That changeup misses outside for ball 1. Schooley has an on-base percentage of .420. He leads the team in batting average, second on the team in on-base percentage, as that's over but low for ball 2. 6 doubles, a triple, 12 runs driven in. And Schooley leads the team in doubles as well. There's a line shot into the left, and Schooley's aboard with a base hit. Harriman, the left fielder, catches it on the hop, sends it back into the infield. So good start for Davis County here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Dexter Scott. Scott batting .329 this season, on-base percentage of .444, 5 doubles, 10 driven in. Schooley with a big lead at first. Stevens comes to the plate. A wave and a miss. That pitch was in the dirt. Scott got fooled on what looked like a breaking ball. And the 0-1 pitch, same exact pitch, except that one bounced past the catcher Simmons, and Schooley advances to second base on the wild pitch. Early scoring opportunity for Davis County. Something they couldn't take advantage of over the last 3 games, you could argue, this week. The 1-1 pitch. Lifted foul behind the plate, out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dexter Scott. That pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stevens delivers. Another bouncer to the plate, and the count is full. You could argue that none of the pitches that Scott has seen have been in the strike zone. Scott now moving up in the box. Here comes the payoff pitch by Stevens. It's a fastball that's hit on the line out to left. Leaping and making the catch is Harriman, and Schooley stays put at second base. So Scott flies out to left. And that brings up Max Taylor. Max was able to snap out of an 0-for-17 slump last night with a pair of hits and 3 at-bats. That puts his average up to 297. He has 3 doubles and he's driven in 16. Those 16 RBI are second on the team. Schooley leads off from second, a very short lead with 1 out, and that's popped up on the infield. And the catch is made by Creek Height, who's at second base. And now there are 2 outs. This is the problem that Davis County has run into this entire week, not being able to get the timely hit when a runner gets in scoring position. I'll leave it up to Noah Sizemore, who also had a pair of hits, including a double last night. All the hits came early against Davis County, for Davis County, however. The last 14 Mustangs were retired in a row. That's outside for ball 1. As they were shut out by the combined might of Gavin Spar and Colvin Kirkpatrick. The 1-0. Up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Schooley led off with a single, advanced to second on a wild pitch. 2-0 pitch coming to Sizemore, and he fouls it off as that's a tapper to the first base dugout. Two balls and 1 strike to Noah Sizemore. Stevens steps off. Now the pitch. A foul, as that was grounded to the first base dugout, almost the same exact spot. Sizemore wincing a bit as he steps out of the box. Stevens now a pitch away from pitching around a leadoff single. 2-2. Here comes the pitch to Sizemore. That's outside. Schooley runs and he's out. Schooley thrown out trying to steal third. That ends the inning. No runs, a hit, and that is it. We'll head to the second inning. No score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They're proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're there, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook to keep up with all their specials. Stop into Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. Located 1 block off the northeast corner of the Bloomfield Square.
Pierce Fence Company is Southeast Iowa's premier local fence company. With over 70 years of experience, their dedication to quality craftsmanship and customer service is in a class of its own.
Hi, I'm Jared at Pierce Fence Company. We've been building quality fences for decades, and we value helping others. It's important to us to serve our community and make a positive change. We specialize in residential, commercial, and industrial fence installs. Give us a call or check us out online to find out why we were built to make a difference.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
No score between Davis County and Van Buren County. Both teams were able to get a runner in scoring position, but unable to cash in the first inning. Now here in the top of the second, Keegan Young will start things off for the Warriors. Young batting an even 200 with a double and 5 runs batted in. Grant Husted sees that pitch fouled back. Husted labored a little in that first inning, allowing a double and a walk, stranding 2. Breaking ball misses up, and the count is 1-1. Young wagging the bat in the right-hander's box. Hits a line drive out to the left that will be fielded on a hop by the left fielder Settles, and a leadoff single by Young. So more traffic on the bases for Husted to deal with. Nolan Harriman, who made a nice leaping catch and left in the first inning, will take his first at bat of the ball game. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. Young with a modest lead at first base. And that pitch is swung on and missed by Harriman, and the count quickly is no balls and 2 strikes. Davis County has won the last 4 meetings between these two schools, including a 14-0 win back on May 30th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, fouled away. Head coach Ron Walker standing in the third base coach's box, yelling some encouragement to Harriman. Throw back to second, or to first, I should say, and Young is back safely. Another 0-2 coming to Harriman. There's a fly ball out to right, coming on and playing it on the hop is Humphrey, and he just sends it back into the infield. So a bloop single in the right for Harriman. Back-to-back hits for Van Buren County to lead off the second inning, as the table is set for Jackson Meek. Meek is a 195 hitter, 1 double and 6 runs driven in. Definitely a bunting situation. He squares the bunt, and it's up the third base line. Husted, the pitcher, grabs it, throws a third, and it's not in time. They tried to get the force out at third, but Young was in there ahead of the throw by Husted. And now the bases are loaded. So that goes down as a sacrifice fielder's choice. Parker Boley bats with the bases loaded and nobody out, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Husted looking to get out of a mess of an inning. Strike 2 to Parker Boley, a 171 hitter. looking to add to his season total 7 RBI. Husted could use a strikeout here. The pitch. Oof. Maybe a bit outside. Looked like that was right at the belt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Husted nods. Rocks and fires. And that breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Night and day, the difference between this game and the game Husted pitched against Van Buren County back in May is that swung on and missed, and Boley strikes out for the first out of the inning, a sorely needed out number 1. Back on May 30th, Husted pitched 5 shutout innings and allowed just 2 hits while walking 1 and striking out 5 in that 14-0 Davis County win. This has been much more difficult for Husted. Bases loaded and 1 out, back to the top of the order, and Reed Kite. That's ball 1 outside. Kite popped out to the second baseman Schooley his first time up. The 1-0. That's hit in the air out to right, and that's going to fall for a base hit to Humphrey. He throws to the middle of the infield. Coming in to score is Young, and Van Buren County strikes first here tonight. An RBI single for Reed Kite. Bases remain loaded as Van Buren County played station to station. Reed Kite doubled his last time up. He swings at the first pitch and lifts it high in the air, right center field. And calling for it and making the catch is Milder in center. Tagging from third and coming home and getting ahead of the throw is Harriman to make it 2-0. Kite, however, gets credited with an RBI on the sacrifice fly. Meek advanced to third on the play. Kite remains at first. And Kinnick Millard is now the batter. Millard walked his first time up. Runner goes, and the throw to third, and just ahead of the tag was Meek as he was able to get back to the bag. Here comes a 1-0 to Millard. Ball 2. Husted delivers low, 3-0. First base is open with runners at second and third. And there's a strike right down the middle. Husted with a deep breath, kicks and deals. A swing and a miss. And the count now is full to Millard. 2 in for Van Buren County, 2 on with 2 out. Here in the top of inning number 2. The payoff pitch. Got him looking. On the outside corner, Miller thought he had ball 4. Vic Combs, home plate umpire, rung him up. That ends the inning, but Van Buren County gets 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Going to the bottom of the second, it's Van Buren County 2, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited-time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
It's a 2-0 Van Buren County lead. Davis County batting in the bottom of the second. Noah Sizemore is set to lead off. He was standing at the plate when Peyton Schooley attempted to steal third. He was thrown out, which ended the inning. Hunter Stevens throws that pitch high and outside for ball 1 to Sizemore. Schooley getting caught stealing. That's the first time this season Davis County's been caught stealing. They were 62 of 62 stealing bases as that's cut on and missed. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball out to left field. Drifting back and making the catch is Harriman for the first out. I told you at the pregame that head coach Todd White has moved around the lineup a little bit. One of the players who's been moved up is Hayden Bankson, who now bats 5th. And he looks at ball 1 well outside. Bankson's mostly batted 7th this season, although he's batted 3rd and also cleanup earlier in the year. There's a wave and a miss at a changeup to make it 1-1. Bankson has a .253 average. He's driven in 13. That's fouled back to make it 1-2. Last night, I think I jinxed Banksy a little bit by saying he always gives you a quality at bat, doesn't strike out, as that pitch is outside to make it 2-2. And he indeed did strike out last night as part of an 0-for-3 day. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bankson fights it off and fouls it back to the screen. One thing that you can always say about Bankson, he'll give you an at-bat. He'll make you grind there on the mound. As that pitch is fouled back again. 3 straight foul balls off the bat of Bankson. And already this will be pitch number 7 of this at-bat. Here it comes. High and outside, and the count is full. Bankson looking to get aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Davis County trailing 2-0. And a pitch. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. Simmons had it in his glove, but it popped out, so Bankson's able to stay alive on the foul tip. Another payoff pitch to Bankson. Outside, ball 4. Heck of an at-bat by Hayden. First walk allowed by Hunter Stevens. And with 1 out, Grant Husted flips one of the many foul balls that Bankson sent into the crowd. And now Husted settles into the right-hander's box. He's a .220 hitter, 2 doubles, a triple, 8 runs driven in. That curveball is hit high in the air, out to left. Harriman calls off the shortstop Reed Kite to make the catch for the second out. So when one player gets moved up, another player gets moved down. Josh Settles is now the batter. Now down at the 7 hole. The senior has a .238 average with 2 doubles and 8 runs driven in. First pitch, hit his bat, and it turns out to be a foul ball. Settles ducked out of the way, but he didn't bring his bat down, and as luck would have it, it hit his bat as he was ducking out of the way of the pitch. So the count is 0-1. Stevens delivers with 2 outs. And there's a line drive. That is a fair ball down the right field line. Bankson will stop at second. No, never mind. They'd say it's a foul ball. Sorry about that. Vic Combs did point into foul territory. I saw that go over the first base bag. I thought for sure that'd be a fair ball, but it's the call of the home plate umpire, and he said foul. So now the count is 0-2 to Settles. Stevens has that pitch fouled off behind the plate, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Hayden Bankson leads off from first base with 2 outs. And that pitch is inside. Snap throw to first. That ball got deflected away from Meek, heading to the fence, but Bankson stays on his belly as he dived back to first and decided not to try to advance to second. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 Settles. Earlier in the year, nobody hit the ball harder than Josh Settles. Haven't seen many barrels from Settles over the last couple of weeks. That's come on miss. That got past the catcher Simmons, and the throw to first is not in time. Good hustle by Settles. Strikeout, pass ball, keeps the inning alive, and that brings up Victor Milder. Milder batting .127 this season. He has a double and 8 driven in. Lefty versus lefty matchup with Hayden Bankson now standing at second, with Settles at first. Inside ball 1. So many wasted opportunities for Davis County over the past 2 games. Don't want to see another opportunity to go by the White side as Stevens steps off. Mustangs have not scored in the last 13 innings. The 1-0. That hit Milder, or would that hit his bat? I guess it hit his bat. And that's a foul ball. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit the knob of his bat. That's the second time somebody almost got hit. Instead, it hits their bat for a foul ball. That pitch is outside to make it 2-1. Milder's double, I remember it clearly. That came back on May 30th against Fairfield in the title game of the Davis County Classic, inside 3-0. It's been his only extra base hit of the season. Be a great time to have another one right here and possibly put Davis County on even terms with Van Buren County. And the 3-1 pitch is hit high in the air, up the chute. And Simmons makes the catch in foul territory to end the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 2 men left on. We'll head to the 3rd inning. It's Van Buren County 2, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Two to nothing is our score. Van Buren County leading Davis County as we play in the top of the third. Eli McKinney pops the first pitch up and foul out of play. An RBI single by Reed Kite, a sacrifice fly by Cree Kite has contributed to this 2-0 advantage the Warriors enjoy. There's a line drive in the right center field. That is trouble, and that is rolling towards the wall. Extra base is coming up for McKinney as he rounds second, and he is coming to third. The relay throw is late, and a leadoff triple for Eli McKinney. So more trouble for Grant Husted. As the batter now is Caden Simmons. Simmons flew out to right his first time up. He scores the bunt and stabbed at it at that high pitch up and away for strike one. That was not a pitch to bunt. But Simmons a bit too eager. The 0-1. Right at the knees on the outside corner for strike two. Simmons looking to just get something in the air to drive in McKinney. And he goes down looking. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Simmons. Strikeout number 4 for Grant Husted, and there's one out. Keegan Young swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Young started that 2-run rally back in the second inning with a leadoff single, and he later scored on the RBI single by Reed Kite. The 0-1, a swing and a miss. One thing that we haven't seen in Husted's repertoire has been the strikeout. He already has 4 in this evening. Now has Young set up at 0-2. The pitch outside, that deflected off the glove of Taylor, and coming in to score is McKinney on the pass ball. 3-0 Van Buren County. So the leadoff triple scores on the pass ball. Base is empty. The 1-2 pitch outside to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. That run will go down as unearned against Husted, as that pitch is well outside. Again, that pitch deflected off the glove of Taylor. The on-deck batter for Van Buren County gets the ball near the backstop. Young has fought this count back up to 3-2 after being down 0-2, and now he draws a walk on that pitch in the dirt. Second walk administered by Husted. That brings up Nolan Harriman, who singled back in the second inning and scored on a sacrifice fly by Cree Kite. Van Buren County is added to their lead. They're now up 3-0 with a runner at first and 1 out here in the third. Runner goes, pitch is cut on and missed, and the throw to second is in time. That was a hit and run gone bad, as that was a perfect pitch to throw on, well outside into the left-hander's box, as a matter of fact. Harriman waved at it in vain, And Young gets caught stealing for the second out. The 0-1, low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a swing and a miss to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Husted delivers. Got him swinging. And that'll do it for Van Buren County in the third, but they do add a run on a triple. And McKinney scored on a pass ball. And as we head to the bottom of the third, it's now Van Buren County 3, Davis County nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three 0 is our score as Fairfield, beg your pardon, Van Buren County has the lead over Davis County. I looked at the orange and black on the screen and I was like, yeah, that's Fairfield's colors. They're also Van Buren County's colors. Hudson Humphrey will bat for the first time this evening. He checks in with a 167 average. He's driven in 6. Humphrey gets the start, and the way head coach Todd White has been shuffling around his outfield, I would not be surprised if we saw Ryland Johnson a little bit later. Ball 1 outside. Stevens delivers, and there's a soft ground ball that's gobbled up by Millard. That went up his arm, and that is an error on Millard. That just ate up Millard. Maybe it had some funny spin to it. First error of the ball game. And perhaps this is the crack in the door that Davis County needs to knock it down. Peyton Schooley takes a pitch well outside for ball 1. Schooley singled back in the first inning, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and then was thrown out trying to steal third, which ended the first inning. The 1-0. In the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. I was talking with head coach Todd White before the game, and he was kind of lamenting about how he only had 1 more day to prepare for the playoff start. Almost as if he did not have enough hours in the day to work on the things that he feels his team needs to work on. That's low. That gets past Simmons on the wild pitch, and Humphrey advances to second base. One thing I do know Davis County probably needs to work on is timely hitting. They have not been able to get the timely hits with runners on base, such as this situation that we're witnessing right here. 3-0 to count to Schooley. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Mustangs 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position tonight so far. Can Schooley come through? That's well outside, and Schooley walks. Runners now at first and second with 1 out, and Dexter Scott I mentioned earlier about how Josh Settles seemed to hit the ball the hardest in the beginning stages of the season. I think that's been taken over by Dexter Scott. Weasel has been barreling up plenty of balls. That's well outside for ball one. Scott flew out to left his first time up. Can Davis County cash in on this opportunity? 2 on, nobody out. Scott squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 2. Schooley was a bit too far from first for my liking. I thought maybe Simmons might snap throw at the first, but he held on to it. Two-0 count to Scott. He squares the bunt, pops it up, and it lands foul to the third base side of home plate. This is your classic hit and run count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Has Stevens been consistent enough throwing strikes that Scott will see one? Decent speed on the bases, especially at first base with Schooley. The runners do not go, and there's a line shot into center. Caught by the center fielder McKinney, however, and Scott lines out to center for the first out. Now Max Taylor is the batter. He popped out to second his first time up. McKinney in center field is shaded way over in left center. There is a huge gap to right center as Taylor fouls that pitch back. I mean, we're talking the Continental Divide out there in right center. The 0-1. High and outside. Nice play by Simmons, sprawling into the opposite batter's box to keep that pitch in his glove. 1 ball, 1 strike to Taylor. Humphrey reached on an error. He leads off from second. Schooley reached on a walk. He is the runner at first. And a 1-1 pitch is cut on and missed. So Taylor in the hole, 1-2. Stevens now looking for the strikeout with 1 out. And the pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mustangs looking to do something about this 3-0 deficit they have at the hands of Van Buren County. Stevens with the 2-2. A wave and a miss at a changeup well outside of the strike zone, and Taylor strikes out. So, another golden opportunity for the Mustangs. At risk of going by the wayside, they had runners at first and second, nobody out. But now there are 2 out. And here's Noah Sizemore batting for the second time this evening. He flew out to left his first time up. And that first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Sizemore leads the team in RBI with 18. Could pick up another one here with a hit. Perhaps 2 if he can find a gap. Outside, 2-0. Can't imagine Stevens is trying to be extra careful with Sizemore, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Another pitch well outside, and it's 3-0. It sure looks like it's one of those, back in the day they called it an intentional walk, to see if Sizemore will chase, and Stevens might want to take his chances with Hayden Bankson, who's on deck. And it's a 4-pitch walk. I mean, none of those pitches were even remotely close to the plate. Timeout called, and here comes head coach Ron Walker. And I'm just speculating. I don't know if he was trying to pitch around Sizemore or if he legitimately could not find the strike zone. But yeah, those 4 pitches were nowhere near the plate. So Ron Walker probably saying, all right, kid, you got nowhere to put Bankson. Need you to start throwing strikes now. And as I told you earlier, Bankson would give you a good at-bat. He drew a walk his first time up back in the 2nd inning. Now he bats with the bases loaded and 2 outs as Davis County looks to climb back into this one, down 3-0. Banksy currently sitting at 13 RBI. Conference is over. Everybody's back to their respective spots. And here comes the first pitch from Stevens. Well outside for ball 1. At this point, you just put the take sign out to Bankson and say, I don't care if it's middle. You let that pitch go. Prove that he can throw a strike. He does swing and lifts it foul and out of play. That hit the top of a canopy that was set up just behind the fencing on the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bankson. Huge gap in right center field. And the pitch is low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. By far the most stressful inning that Stevens has experienced as he looks to get out of this 3rd inning and keep that 3-0 lead intact for his team. Ball 3 outside. The only strike that has been thrown over the last 2 batters to Sizemore and Bankson by Stevens has been a foul by Bankson. And that's well outside, ball 4. Bankson draws a bases-loaded walk. Davis County is on the board as Hudson Humphrey comes in to score to make it 3-1. Now the focus goes to the first base dugout. How long are you going to stick with your freshman who all of a sudden has lost the strike zone? He'll face at least one more batter. Grant Husted flew out to left his first time up. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Sure looked like that was right down the middle, so can't blame Husted for offering at that pitch. The 0-1. That bounces past Simmons. Goes to the backstop. Coming in to score is Peyton Schooley, and it's now 3-2. So a wild pitch allows the Mustangs to draw within a run. Sizemore is now at 3rd. Bankson stands at 2nd. All of a sudden, Davis County can take the lead with a hit. Just moments ago, they were down 3-0. Now it's 3-2. One and 1 to count to Husted. That breaking ball misses outside. 2-1. Stevens laboring here in the 3rd inning. The 2-1 pitch is tapped foul to the first base side, out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Grant Husted. Still looking for that one big hit to bust this game open. The 2-2. Lifted high in the air out to right. Creek Height, the second baseman, drifts out to the outfield grass and makes the catch. Davis County sells for 2 runs without the benefit of a hit. There's an error in the inning and 2 men were left on. We'll go to the 4th inning. It's now Van Buren County 3, Davis County 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to 2 is our score, as Van Buren County's lead has been cut to 1. Grant Husted will look to keep Van Buren County at bay. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 of the batting order, starting with Jackson Meek. Meek laid down a sacrifice bunt and ended up reaching on a fielder's choice as that pitch is fouled back. There was runners at first and second at the time, and the bunt went back to the pitcher Husted. He tried to get the force play out at third, but Eli McKinney was able to hustle ahead of the throw and was safe at third. And misses just a little low as he tried to catch the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoring runs for Van Buren County, even though they're coming off a shutout, they've been very hot and cold on offense. That's in the dirt for ball 2. They were shut out 15-0 on Monday to Burlington Notre Dame. However, this season they've scored 10 or more runs in 6 games. Here comes 2-1. That's over but low. 3 balls and a strike. Davis County, by comparison, has scored in double digits just twice this season. Once against Van Buren County back on May 30th when they played earlier here in Bloomfield, and then back on June 8th in the second game of a doubleheader against EBF. They won 10-2. There's strike 2 to Meek, and now the count is full. And the 3-2 pitch is bounced to Sizemore at third, and he makes the play. Meek rounds out to third for the first out. So as Parker Boley comes to the plate, I got a trivia question for you, and I'll give you the answer at the next half inning. So being the nerd that I am, I went back and I took track of all the runs that Davis County has scored this season. So my question to you, gentle listener, or even those of you who are present here in the press box with me, which inning has Davis County scored the most runs in as that pitch is fouled off the foot of Boley for strike 1? That is my question to you. Can you guess which inning Davis County has scored the most runs in? And as I said, I'll give you the answer this year. And I'll give you the answer in the next half inning. The Davis County bat boy says 5th inning. That's his guess. As that pitch is a ball to make it 1-1. That pitch is cut on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Parker Boley, who struck out swinging his first time up back in the second inning. Husted has 4 strikeouts so far tonight. Ball in the dirt to make it 2-2. And the break-even pitch is popped up. Foul territory, third base side, and Sizemore sees that pitch go over the fence and out of play. Mr. Scott Spurgeon of the Bloomfield Democrat has guessed the 6th inning. As now the count is full to Parker Boley. Here comes the payoff pitch. Got him looking on the inside corner. Boley is frozen as he looks at strike 3. And there are 2 outs. That was a fastball that caught the inside edge. We'll go back to the top of the order. Reed Kite. He singled in a run his last time up back in the 2nd. That broke the seal and gave Van Buren County a 1-0 lead at the time. He pops the first pitch up on the infield, and Husted, the pitcher, puts it away, and Van Buren County goes down 1-2-3. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Van Buren County leads Davis County 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the 4th. Davis County trails Van Buren County 3-2. Bottom 3rd of the order duo for the Mustangs, starting with Josh Settles, who reached on a drop 3rd strike his last time up. Okay, so as far as runs per inning for Davis County. Now, the bat boy for Davis County gets the 5th inning as far as the most runs that the Mustangs have scored in an inning this year. Scott Spurgeon of the Bloomfield Democrat guessed inning number 6. Dave Mason, activities director, also guessed inning number 6, as that first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Settles. You both are right. The 5th and 6th inning, they both have scored. Davis County scored 22 runs in each of those 2 innings. That's inside to make it 2-0. Right behind that would have been my guess, the 1st inning at 21 runs, so just 1 run behind that. The lowest inning, as that pitch is low and inside to make it 3-0. The lowest inning, Davis County has only scored 5 runs all season in the 3rd inning, and once you love it, they scored 2 runs here in the 3rd inning as that pitch is a strike to Settles. So there you go. 5th and 6th inning. So it was a tie between the 2. Here comes the 3-1 to Settles. A swing and a miss. He took a mighty rip at that 3-1 pitch and came up empty. Payoff pitch from Stevens. Settles, line drive, right back up the box, but behind the bag, Creed Kite, the shortstop, low throw, and Meek couldn't handle it at first, so a throwing error on Reed Kite, the shortstop. Settles is aboard. He hit that ball hard. And it appears, as Ron Walker comes to the mound, that might have gotten a piece of Stevens as I went up the middle. That's what Ron Walker was checking on. I didn't see it hit Stevens, but I mean, thank goodness that was a bullet hit by Settles. And now, yeah, I guess Walker went to the home plate umpire, Vic Combs, to make sure, hey, that wasn't a visit. I just want to make sure my pitcher was good. Scott of the Bloomfield Democrat wants to know if he won anything for getting the right answer. You get a hearty attaboy the next time I see you. That's how about that, Scott? Victor Milder is the batter. He squares the bunt, and that pitch deflects off the glove of Simmons towards the first base dugout, and Settles is at second base on a wild pitch. That pitch was well upstairs. Simmons had to spring up in the air to try to snag it. Milder squared the bunt on the first pitch. Is the bunt still on? Davis County down by a run here in the bottom of the fourth, and the tying runs in scoring position. Meekshire thinks so as he's in on the grass and ready to charge from first. He does square the bunt. That's popped up, and it lands foul to the first base side. Oof. That is the second time Milder has popped up a bunt that has nearly been caught in foul territory. Milder in his first at-bat, while swinging away, fouled out to the catcher Simmons. The 1-1, another squared bunt. That one he got down in front of the mound. Meek juggles, throws, and Creek Heights there to cover as Settles takes third on the sacrifice bunt by Milder. 3-4 on the putout. One out in the inning, and Hudson Humphrey has an opportunity to tie the ball game. Van Buren County, it appears, is playing their infield back, willing to concede and out for a run here in the fourth inning. Yep, the entire infield is back. First pitch to Humphrey. Strike one. The 0-1. That's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one to count to Humphrey. The pitch, a swing and a miss. That one was below his ankles. He went fishing for that and came up empty. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Settles at third with 1 out. Humphrey in the hole 1 and 2. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit, center field. Attaboy, Hudson Humphrey. He ties the game at 3 with an RBI single as Settles comes in to score. So we begin anew here in the bottom of the fourth. Davis County rallying down 3-0 to get square with Van Buren County. Now the batter is Peyton Schooley. He singled and also walked. He swings and misses at the first offering. The 0-1 in the left-hander's batter's box, well outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That RBI for Humphrey, lucky number 7 on the season for the sophomore. Low, 3, make that 2 balls and 1 strike. Stevens, pitch count climbing. This will be pitch number 84 for the freshman. Outside, 3-1. Stevens rocks and fires. Fastball at the knees for strike 2. Full count with Humphrey at first base for Davis County. 1 out in the inning. Mustangs have tied the game at 3. Here comes the payoff pitch. Humphrey does not go, and that pitch is in the dirt for ball 4. Schooley walks for the second straight time. And now Dexter Scott will be the batter, but will he be facing a different Van Buren County pitcher? They did have somebody warming. Here comes head coach Ron Walker, and he has a pitcher and the hook with him. So we will see a new Van Buren County pitcher come into the ball game. So we will be back to tell you about the new Warrior pitcher when we return. Davis County 3, Van Buren County 3 is our score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you wanting a fence built but not sure who to call? Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield has lots of experience and can provide references from many happy customers. He can do everything from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield for a free estimate. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310. That's 641-208-6310. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs that he has done.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go, R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
The new pitcher in the game is Quade Harriman. He's a right-handed junior. This is only his second appearance on the mound this season. He's only pitched 3 innings. In those 3 innings of work, he's given up 2 runs, 1 of them earned, on 5 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So a very limited sample size for Quade Harriman. He comes into the game with runners at first and second for Davis County. 1 out in the inning, and Mustangs tied the game at 3 earlier here in the 4th. Hunter Stevens went 3 in the 3rd innings as a starter for Van Buren County. He allowed 3 runs, none of them earned, on 2 hits. He walked 5 and struck out 1. He's also responsible for the runners at first and second. So that's the backdrop for Dexter Scott. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. He's hit the ball hard both times, but has nothing to show for it thus far. Scott looking to give Davis County the lead for the first time tonight. They trailed at 1.3-0. Harriman pitching from the stretch, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. Harriman has a very exaggerated set. He has a wide stance, and then he really closes up and comes set. Now he delivers. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Entire infield playing back. Schooley getting a gigantic lead at first as that pitch is fouled off to make it 1-2. Scott awaits a 1-2 pitch from Harriman. And Scott lines it into the glove of the third baseman Millard, and Humphrey gets doubled off second. A line drive double play ends the inning. Davis County did tie the game with a run on a hit, an error, and one man left on. We'll go to the 5th inning, tied at 3 on the Atoma Radio Sports Network.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atoma Radio Group Sports Network.
We're tied at 3 as we enter the halfway point of this ball game. 5th inning rolls in. Van Buren County and Davis County doing battle. Regular season finale for Davis County. Van Buren County, interestingly enough, they have a game tomorrow against Central Lee, and then they start the playoffs on Friday just like Davis County does with a home game. Creek Heights swings to the first pitch and fouls it off, and almost a one-hop play made by Ron Walker, the head coach of the third base coach's box. Got to give him an EC on that one, though. Error on the coach. The 0-1. That's over but low. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's low in the dirt to make it 2-1. So Van Buren County, as I said, will begin their postseason on Friday, just like Davis County. They will play at home against New London in what should be a very interesting ball game. That is crushed out to left field. Going back, it settles, and that is off the wall. Kite will stand at second with a ringing double off the left field wall. An absolute rocket off the bat of Creek Heights. Husted is rather fortunate that didn't leave the yard. Head coach Todd White calls timeout. That might spell the end for Grant Husted, who's sitting at 76 pitches. And that will do it for Grant Husted. So a pitching change will have us step away for a moment. We'll tell you about the new Mustang pitcher after this. 3-3 is our score here in the 5th inning on the Atoma Radio Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atoma Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the ball game is Dexter Scott. He's pitching in relief of Grant Husted. Grant not his normal sharp self as we've seen him this season. He pitched 4 innings and allowed 3 runs on 6 hits. He walked a pair while striking out 5. And he's also responsible for the runner at second base as Creek High doubled to lead off the top of the 5th as Van Buren County looks to reclaim the lead in this half inning. Kinnick Millard is the batter. Millard, a walk and a strikeout. And he looks at strike 1. I was talking with Coach White about Dexter Scott, and the best we've seen Scott throw was in that doubleheader, that second game against Albia, where he pitched 5 scoreless innings, as that's cut on and missed by Millard, who's quickly down 0-2. But Scott's been a lot more consistent on the mound this season as a sophomore, mostly pitching as a reliever. That's popped up foul to the first base side out of play. This is Scott's 10th appearance on the mound. He has an ERA of 4.06. He's pitched 20 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting just 179 against him. Another 0-2. Slider misses outside. He has 23 strikeouts and 18 walks, but he's really cut down on the free passes over the last handful of appearances. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Millard whiffed on a changeup that was bearing in on him. So with 1 out and a runner at second, the batter is Eli McKinney. He struck out in the first and then tripled and later scored in the third. Fastball inside for ball 1. McKinney had to tap dance out of the way of that heater that was at his feet. Scott is a fast worker, and he's already coming home with the next pitch. Can't catch the upper part of the zone with the fastball to make it 2-0. And next pitch, up and away, 3 balls and no strikes. McKinney squaring the bunt with the count 3-0, pulls it back and takes a strike. Squaring the bunt on 3-0, that sounds kind of familiar. Here's the 3-1. Inside ball 4, and McKinney draws a walk. Now runners at first and second with 1 out, and the batter is Caden Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. As I mentioned earlier in the inning, Van Buren County playing New London to open the playoffs on Friday. He squares the bunt and takes a pitch low for ball 1. The Warriors split their season series versus New London. They lost 7-4 in Keosauqua, but then returned to favor by beating New London 19-2 in New London later in the season. That bunt goes back to the plate, going to third, and getting out there is Scott. Nice play by the Mustangs to get the force out at third, and that's the second out. Maybe bunted a bit too hard back to the mound. Easy play by Scott, who was able to throw it over to Husted. And now Keegan Young sends a pitch high up in the air out to center, and Victor Milder puts it away, and Van Buren County unable to cash in on a leadoff double. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We are tied at 3 on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County and Van Buren County are tied at 3 as we get set to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Far cry from their first encounter back on May 30th, which was dominated by Davis County 14-0 in 5 innings. Van Buren County opened up with a 3-0 lead, and the Mustangs scored 2 runs in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th to climb back into it. Mustangs, of course, have been keeping track of this stat all season, 3-14 now when the opponent scores first, so they're looking to buck that trend. Max Taylor will lead things off. He's over 2 with a pop-out and a strikeout. Now facing Quade Harriman for the first time. Harriman came in and got a line drive double play, which was an absolute bullet off the bat of Dexter Scott, which turned into 2. First pitch is popped up. Going back is Creek Height, the second baseman, on the outfield grass to put it away. 1 pitch, 1 out. That brings up Noah Sizemore, a flyout and a walk in his 2 plate appearances thus far. Harriman pitching from the windup, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. Harriman has that short arm delivery, really keeps that arm tucked in, almost alligator arms it to the plate. The 0-1. That one's flipped to the plate and sent out to center. Making the catch is McKinney, and there are quickly 2 outs. Hayden Bankson bats with the bases empty. He's drawn a pair of walks, including a bases loaded walk, his last time up back in the 3rd. Bankson looks at a pitch outside. Mustangs looking to snap this 3-3 tie here in the 5th. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. They were talking about senior night. Last night was senior night, and every player was talking about their favorite memory. And Bankson was talking about how, as that pitch is taken for ball 3, how he enjoyed the rides back on the buses with his teammates. My favorite memory of Hayden Bankson was that game in Albia in the 10th inning where his single broke a 3-3 tie. There's a strike to make it 3-1. And Davis County got a much-needed 6-3 win in 10 innings against Albia to wrap up that doubleheader. That was 2 weeks ago. And the 3-1 pitch on the outside corner, and the count is full to Bankson. The payoff pitch with 2 outs. A high chopper to the middle of the diamond, glove by the running Kite, and he makes a running throw to Meek at first, and Davis County goes down in order. We head to the 6th, Davis County 3, Van Buren County 3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Allison Engel with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. As another growing season gets underway, First Iowa State Bank is here to help area farmers tackle their 2026 ag needs with local decisions, personal service, and financing built around your operation. Whether you're planning for crop inputs, equipment, livestock, land, or operating expenses, our experienced ag lending team understands agriculture because we live it every day right here in Southeast Iowa. Stop in and talk with our ag lending team at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Sixth inning rolls in his regular season finale, and we have a good one. Van Buren County and Davis County knotted up at 3. Bottom third of the order due up for the Warriors, starting with Nolan Harriman. Dexter Scott allowed a walk in a scoreless inning of relief, and there's a high chopper on the front of the mound. Scott juggles, throws, not in time. No, they got him! Ooh, just out at first base. Steve Wooster with the call, and Harriman grounds out to the pitcher to begin the 6th. Jackson Meek, he's 0 for 2 so far. And that pitch is low and inside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Chop foul at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Forgot to give you the defensive changes for Davis County as the Mustangs move around the furniture with Scott in the ball game. We'll give it to you after this pitch. That's low to make it 2-1. Husted is the new third baseman. Schooley is now at shortstop, and Sizemore is the new second baseman. The 2-1. That's high. 3 balls and a strike. Meek fouls that pitch back to run the count full. Base is empty, 1 out, top of the 6th. Van Buren County and Davis County knotted up at 3. Payoff pitch coming to Jackson Meek, and he fouls it back again. And a 3-2. Low for ball 4, and a 1-out walk administered by Scott as Meek takes first base. The batter is Parker Boley, a pair of strikeouts in his first 2 at-bats. Well, Ron Walker wants him to bunt over Meek for an RBI opportunity for Reed Kite. Swinging away and coming up empty for strike 1. So we've seen the mentality of Ron Walker telling Meek to swing away. That pitch missed somewhere inside, I'm assuming. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scott looking to pitch around a 1-out walk as Meek takes his lead from first. He does not go, and that high fastball is swung on and missed. Scott struck out the very first batter he faced coming into the ball game. The 1-2 to Boley. And the slider got him looking. Boley got his knees buckled. He strikes out for the 3rd time this evening. 2 outs in the inning. And we'll go back to the top of the order and read Kite, who was 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Throw to first, and Meek was leaning to second, but he gets back safely. Meek is going to take plenty of the baseball field home with him when he goes back to Keosauqua. That front of that jersey, you can't even see Warriors written across the chest. Ball went inside to Kite. Want to take care of Reed Kite here because Cree Kite already has a pair of doubles in this ball game. He's on deck. There's a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Reed Kite takes a pitch low and inside to make it 2-1. Scott looks over his left shoulder, comes set at the belt. He deals at slider. Had Reed Kite turning his back towards it, but it hits the inside corner for strike 2. So deuces wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Scott's pitch is a swing. It is a swing. So they'll call that a foul ball. That hit Kite, but his back came around, so that just counts as a strike. A foul ball technically. And Kite is holding that right arm. Looks like he's in a considerable amount of pain. Kite trying to work his arm out. Coaches want to see him at least take a practice swing. Looks like Reed Kite says he's okay. In the meantime, he has a big pitch coming up. Count remains 2-2. With runner at first and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 3-3 is our score. Scott's pitch. Slider, and that got a piece of him. That clipped, I think, the backside of Kite. Or no, actually, I think it got his left arm. So a hit batter will bring up the man who's been the most dangerous hitter in this ball game, Cree Kite. As now runners are at first and second. The go-ahead run now pushed into scoring position. And to throw to second, back safely is Meek at second base. Cree Kite with a pair of doubles and a sacrifice fly in this ball game. He's hit almost everything hard. First time facing Scott, however. Strike 1. Big at bat in this ball game. as Scott looks to take care of Creek Kite and keep this game tied. The 0-1. That's fouled away, and Scott is a strike away from doing so. Mustangs looking to snap a 5-game losing streak before their playoff game against Pella Christian on Friday. The 0-2. Low. Throw to third, and he's a dead duck. The runners were going for some odd reason, or Meek was going to third for some odd reason, and an easy caught stealing by the catcher Max Taylor. That ends the inning with your best bat at the plate. Unbelievable. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Van Buren County and Davis County knotted up at 3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting late here in Bloomfield, regular season finale for Davis County. They are tied with Van Buren County 3-3. Grant Husted, Josh Settles, Victor Milder due up for the Mustangs. Husted is 0 for 2. A fly out and a pop out. Van Buren County pitchers have retired 4 in a row. Make that 5 in a row as Husted looks at a strike. Mustangs have won the last 4 in this series between themselves and Van Buren County. A little bouncer to the plate. Looked like that pitch just got away from Harriman. A 59-footer makes it 1-1. Here's the next pitch to Husted. Misses outside, 2-1. Things will get interesting if Husted could get on base here in the bottom of the 6th. And a pitch, high, 3-1. Harriman has not walked a batter since he entered the game back in the 4th inning. He's at risk of doing so here to lead off the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Husted was well ahead of a changeup. And the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch to Husted. And he pops it up. Foul territory, first base side, that gets out of play. And we'll do it again. Quade Harriman rubs another baseball against his leg. Winds and comes home with the payoff pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Husted goes down looking to open up the bottom of the 6th. First strikeout for Harriman. Base is empty, 1 out. Josh Settles is at the plate. Harriman delivers high for ball 1. Settles 0 for 2, reached on a drop third strike back in the second inning, and reached on an error back in the fourth. He scored a run. It turned out to be the tying run of the ball game. Ball 2 upstairs. Settles, takes a pitch at the belt for a strike. He has a larger strike zone than most. He stands at 6-3. And the 2-1 pitch, well outside to make it 3-1. Next pitch to Settles. Popped up. That might stay in play in foul territory, third base side, and Miller does put it away for the second out. Now it's up to Victor Milder to try to start a 2-out rally for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 6th. Harriman winds and deals. And that hits Milder in the shoulder. And he is a 2-out base runner. Head coach Todd White goes to his pocket, and I think he's going to bring in a pinch runner for Milder. And it is Blaze Sorensen who comes in to run for Milder. Head coach Ron Walker comes out to talk to his pitcher Harriman. Hudson Humphrey is due up. He has the biggest hit of the ball game so far. His RBI single in the 4th inning tied the game at 3. And looks like we'll have another pitcher come into the ball game for Van Buren County. So we'll step away for another pitching change. We'll be back after this, tell you about the new Van Buren County batter coming up next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
New pitcher in the game is Nolan Harriman. He comes in from left field. Taking his place in left is Jaron Troxel for Van Buren County. This is Harriman's 9th appearance on the mound. He has a 1-0 record, ERA of 7.60. 15 2/3 innings, he's struck out 7 while walking 12. Opponents are batting .323 against him. The batter is Hudson Humphrey. 1 for 2, RBI, run scored. The runner at first is Blaze Sorensen. He is pinch running for Victor Milder, who was hit by a pitch with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 3-3 is our score. Humphrey popped it up. That will be playable in foul territory on the third base side, and it's the catcher Simmons who makes the catch. And we are headed to the 7th, tied at 3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
It's a 3-3 ball game as we get set to play here in the 7th inning. Dexter Scott still on top of the mound for Davis County. Van Buren County has 2-3-4 due up. Cree Kite, who is at the plate with runners at first and second and 2 outs, looking to perhaps break this 3-3 tie, but then Jackson Meek was thrown out trying to steal third base to end the inning and leaving what has been Van Buren County's most dangerous bat standing at the plate. So Kite will start off this 7th inning. Kite has 2 doubles and an RBI. He's 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, and that pitch is tapped foul to the first base side of home plate. So both starters are off the hook. Grant Husted, who pitched 4 innings, allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, walking 2 and striking out 5. And there's a strike delivered by Scott to make it 0-2. On the other side, Hunter Stevens went 3 1/3 innings, allowed 3 runs, none of them earned on 2 hits, walking 5 while striking out 1. Kite almost got rung up there, but that just missed outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. High and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a pitch, a bouncing ball to first, and Bankson will win the race to the bag. Kai grounds out first base unassisted for the first out. That's the first time they were able to get Kite to hit it on the ground in this ball game. Kinnick Millard is 0 for 2 with a walk and a pair of strikeouts. Strike 1 right down Broadway. The 0-1. That slider catches the inside corner, 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch is a swing and a miss at a high fastball. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Millard. 2 outs. Base is empty. Eli McKinney is 1 for 2 with a triple and a run scored, and also a walk. Scott delivers. Strike 1. The 0-1. Low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield playing McKinney straight away as that pitch is fouled back to the screen to make it 1-2. Scott looking for a very quick 1-2-3 top of the 7th. Give Davis County a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Timeout called at the plate. Scott started his windup, but then he all of a sudden stopped, and then he saw that Vic Combs at plate had called time. Now we're ready with the 1-2 pitch. Slider misses outside. 2-2. Scott comes back with the fastball, and that's nubbed out to left field. Coming on, settles, can't make the catch on the run. Rounding first and headed to second is McKinney. He is in there with a 2-out double. Settles did all he could to try to catch that ball as he came in, racing in from left field. But a well-placed flare now puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the Warriors need a big hit from Caden Simmons. He's 0 for 3 in this ball game. Scott's ready. And the first pitch is a strike at the belt. The 0-1. Fouled off at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Scott a strike away from sending us to the bottom of the 7th in this 3-3 ball game. And the pitch. Slider low. 1-2. Scott delivers. Check swing. Called strike 3 anyway. And that ends the inning. So Scott gets a strikeout of Simmons. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Davis County with an opportunity to walk it off in their regular season finale. 3-3 is our score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Janet's doing it, so's Fred, same with Omar, and Tim's been at it since February of last year. And guess what? They're all saving by doing so. That's because they're all using Drive Safe and Save from State Farm and saving 10% just by signing up, and then getting a 30% discount down the road. How about you? You ready to get at it and save? To start driving safe and saving in Iowa and Missouri, call me, Wes Ashelman, your Albia State Farm agent today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Discounts may vary. Not available in California, Massachusetts, or Rhode Island.
When it comes to athletic performance, Danco in Centerville is the local go-to. They're your athletic performance specialist, helping school teams, athletic directors, coaches, parents, and athletes with top-quality gear for sports and active lifestyles. Danco also makes team fundraising simple, handling the design, orders, shipping, and everything in between, so your organization can raise money without the headache. Like and follow Danco on Facebook and visit them on the Centerville Square.
Danco. Work hard, play proud.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County with a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-3 is our score as they are knotted up with Van Buren County. Mustangs will bring up the top of the order. Peyton Schooley has been on base all 3 times. He has been up. A single in the first, a walk and a run in the third, and another walk in the fourth. This will be the first time he's facing Nolan Harriman. He came in with 2 outs back in the 6th. Got Hudson Humphrey to pop out in foul territory. Now he faces Schooley inside ball 1. Don't know if Quaid and Nolan are related in every way, although I imagine with the last name of Harriman, they are related in some way, but they have similar deliveries, if you notice. Although Harriman's a little bit more over the top as that's low to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Harriman from the windup. Delivers inside, 3-0. Schooley would love to get on board to represent the game-winning run. Schooley squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes high for ball 4. A 4-pitch free pass for Schooley. And the game-winning run is at first base for Dexter Scott, who has hit the ball hard every single time he's been up this evening, but does not have a hit to show for it. A fly out to left, a line out to center, and then a absolute bullet that was hit to the third baseman Millard that turned into a double play. He squares the bunt, and he bunts it up the third base line. Charging is Miller, throw to first, not in time. Creek Kite did a great job coming off the bag and collecting that baseball on the bounce to prevent it from going into foul territory. So a bunt single by Scott pushes the game-winning run to second base with nobody out. And now Max Taylor has a chance to be a hero. Van Buren County infield coming in, or outfield coming in, potentially trying to throw out Schooley. Another bunt up the first base line, juggled by Meek. The throw to first. Safe is the call. Harriman, the pitcher, tried to cover first. He could not get his foot on the bag. So a sacrifice and an error on the pitcher Harriman has now loaded the bases with nobody out for Noah Sizemore, who could finish this regular season with a flourish. Ryland Johnson comes in to run for Taylor at first. Not worried about him, however. The man we're worried about is at third, Peyton Schooley. Van Buren County is in, as is their outfield. Their outfield is way in. Almost middle school in. Sizemore with a chance to win it here. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Sizemore's 0 for 2 with a walk this evening. The 0-1. There's a chopper. That is a foul ball to third. And Millard had it. He threw it home, and it would have been a force out, but a foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes to Sizemore. And he just now realized it was a foul ball, so he'll have to jog back to home plate and collect his bat. And he'll face an 0-2 pitch from Nolan Harriman. Harriman's the third pitcher of the ball game for Van Buren County. Hunter Stevens started. Quade Harriman pitched in relief, 2 1/3 innings, and now Nolan Harriman. The game is in his hands. The 0-2. That's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sizemore leads the team in RBI with 18. RBI number 19 will make it a Mustang winner here in Bloomfield to wrap up the regular season. The 1-2. Sizemore bounces it to the middle of the diamond. Juggled by Harriman to throw the home. It's not in time. That is a walk-off winner as the Mustangs win it 4-3 on an RBI fielder's choice. And an error on the pitcher Harriman ends the ball game. So don't know if Sizemore will get the RBI, but he doesn't care. Davis County wins it by the final score of 4-3. We'll be back to wrap things up after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Pierce Fence Company is Southeast Iowa's premier local fence company. With over 70 years of experience, their dedication to quality craftsmanship and customer service is in a class of its own.
Hi, I'm Jared at Pierce Fence Company. We've been building quality fences for decades, and we value helping others. It's important to us to serve our community and make a positive change. We specialize in residential, commercial, and industrial fence installs. Give us a call or check us out online to find out why we were built to make a difference.
Ready to make your home more you? At Community First Credit Union, we have an exclusive offer to help. Take advantage of our limited time Flex Home Equity line of credit with a special 6-month intro rate to get started. It's financing you can use to build your outdoor oasis, create your backyard hangout, or elevate your curb appeal. Visit c1stcu.com for details and apply online today. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs!
Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They're proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're there, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook to keep up with all their specials. Stop into Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. Located 1 block off the northeast corner of the Bloomfield Square.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Why choose William Penn University? Where else can you find small class sizes and caring professors, along with over 25 athletic teams and multiple opportunities to thrive in our creative arts program, including music, theater, and graphic art? There are over 40 student clubs and organizations, and students get hands-on learning in state-of-the-art facilities. Come experience the tradition and Oskaloosa's small-town charm. Submit your free application today.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go: R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here in Davis County as the Mustangs walk it off for the third time this season to wrap up the regular season. 4-3 is our final, and we might have a replay of the game-winning play as Noah Sizemore was at the plate with the bases loaded and no. And Sizemore grounded it back to the pitcher, Harriman. Couldn't quite get a handle on it, and his throw to home was not in time as that was Schooley that slid in and was able to score that winning run to make it a 4-3 ball game. Good job, Annie, on that instant replay. So Davis County wins it 4-3 as they, for only the fourth time this season, win when the other team scores first, as Van Buren County scored 2 in the top of the second inning. Reed Kite had an RBI single, and Creed Kite drove in a run with a sacrifice fly, which made it 2-0. It was 3-0 after Eli McKinney led off the third inning with a triple and then scored on a pass ball. Davis County got on the board back in the third inning. Hudson Humphrey reached on an error. Peyton Schooley walked. Humphrey then scored on a bases-loaded walk by Hayden Bankson for an RBI, and then Peyton Schooley scored on a wild pitch to make it 3-2. Davis County tied it at 3 in the fourth inning as Hudson Humphrey came through with a one-out RBI single to score settles to tie the score at 3. And remained that way until the seventh inning when Davis County was able to start a rally with Peyton Schooley walking. Dexter Scott singled on a bunt up the third base line, a well-placed bunt. Max Taylor attempted to sacrifice as well, but he reached on an error, and then Noah Sizemore, as you just saw in the instant replay, sent a ball into play, and then was able to, and then the game-winning run came in to score to make it 4-3, our final. So that made a winner out of Dexter Scott, who pitched very well in relief of Grant Husted. Scott came into the game back in the fifth inning, and so he pitched 3 innings of scoreless baseball, allowed just 2 hits, while striking out 3 and walking just 1. Beg your pardon, he walked 2. So that's the story of the ball game as Davis County defeats Van Buren County by a final score of 4-3. Final count: Davis County 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 6 men left on. Van Buren County with 3 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors, and 8 men left on base. Winning pitcher is Dexter Scott, who is now 2-2. Losing pitcher is Nolan Harriman. He is now 1-1. Time of the game, 2 hours, 6 minutes. So that'll do it for our broadcast here tonight as Davis County wraps up the regular season with the win over Van Buren County to move to 14-15 on the season, and they also snapped their 5-game losing streak in the process. So our next game will be on Friday, and that will open the postseason as Davis County will be taking on Pella Christian from here in Bloomfield. Game time starting around 7. There'll be another game before then as West Burlington will be taking on Albia here in Bloomfield before then. So at the conclusion of that game, we will bring you Davis County versus Pella Christian in the opening round of districts as the playoffs get started. So we look forward to having you join us then. In the meantime, for any Argo on-site producer, this is Ellis Kojo saying so long from Bloomfield. This has been Davis County Baseball on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.